Number 1. There's a Link's Awakening mask and costume available in the game. Get it by scanning your Link's Awakening amiibo or finding the separate armor pieces in these 3 locations. Number 2. Octoroks will now spit out your weapons, not only repairing them, but making them stronger. Number 3. These blue rabbit creatures that resemble the Lord of the Mountain and Bubble Frogs will always run into a cave which you can explore. But before you do that, hit them as much as you can and get some rupees out of them, which doesn't work as well in real life, trust me, I'm on my 6th pet rabbit. On the Tears of the Kingdom official website, you can find 5 parts of a raft to unlock 100 free Nintendo Platinum points. But if you're in most regions outside the US, you'll get this message. Number 6, this blue frog enemy that resembles the Lord of the Mountain from Breath of the Wild are found in caves and drops a new collectible called a bubble gem. Number 7, gold apples are really just good versions of normal apples and are even better to cook with for stats boosts. Number 8, whenever you plant a pin down, it will show on the sky and depths versions of the map. Number 9, you can now get portable cooking pots, which are amazing, but single use only. Number 10, these bingo dispensers will give you loads of cool items in exchange for Zonai charges. And if you put in 5 large ones, this happens. Number 12, there's a glitch that duplicates items. Number 13, therefore you can duplicate expensive items, and this also doubles up as an infinite money glitch. However, there's probably been a patch now, so who knows if this is relevant or not. Anyway, number 14. The Bokoblin enemies now have a boss type enemy, the Bossblin. Number 15, this is Gloom, and will deplete your hearts in a way that don't regenerate if you're in the depths. This Floormaster-like enemy will follow you and hunt you down whilst it shrieks and cackles as the clouds turn red and the music changes, and it looks like something straight from hell. These Redeads from Ocarina of Time are back, and still looks like something straight from hell. There's a new underground system in Tears of the Kingdom that's pretty much pitch black and covered in gloom, with strong enemies, and it looks like something straight from hell. To get to the depths, you'll use these craters dotted around the land. Number 20, the shrine down below in the depths correspond with a shrine above, and the name is even spelt backwards. You can make some crazy combos with the fuse ability, like this laser emitting boomerang, this makeshift torch using wood and a sword, and when Opal is fused with a weapon, it'll have water properties. When Ruby is fused with a weapon, it'll get fire properties. When Sapphire is fused with an item, it has ice properties. And when Topaz is fused with a weapon, it has electric properties. I touched Topaz once, and I'm completely fine. Number 27. This construct enemy fights like Link as it has a bow, a weapon, and can even use the fuse ability. Number 28, like the previous game, Hyrule Castle is explorable quite early on and has some impressive weapons hiding inside. Number 29, as if weapons deterioration wasn't bad enough in Breath of the Wild, it looks even worse in Tears of the Kingdom as Ganon's power has decayed all the weapons across Hyrule. Number 30, you can now throw smaller items as well as weapons like apples. 31, throwing Blight Bloom seeds is better than fusing them and wasting an arrow. Number 32, throwing rubies causes explosions, be careful. Now I know what every fan looking forward to playing this game wants to know. What does the meat arrow do? Well, as you probably guessed, it distracts enemies. What a stupid Bokoblin, trust only the dumbest creatures to fall for. Now here's some crazy cool craftables people have managed to make alongside some absolute abominations. Number 41, you can now customize your glider. Number 42, there's an ability that auto-crafts stuff for you. Number 43, temples are back. 44, bosses are back. Number 45, Ganon is back. 46, there are many weaker enemy types back in this game, like the Like. Isn't it like so like the other previous like? I know you like it. Like. These ostrich enemies look clumsy and dumb as hell, but they will frantically run into you and then freak out and run away. 48. IGN have found the longest freefall and highest point on the map at plus 3,300 on the y-axis. 49. If you ever find yourself falling through the sky with no glider or place to land, no worries, just cushion yourself landing from the hundreds of feet you're falling from with a horse. Number 50. Your previous horse from Breath of the Wild transfers over to the new game. It's great to see you, Beyonce. Number 51. Also at the stable, you now have a reward system. Think of it as a Tesco club card, but for horses. Number 52. Visiting stables and getting pony points is also the main way you'll get the add-on to your horse, so it can start pulling carriages and whatever your demented mind can think of. Number 53. A model bud, when shot at an enemy, will confuse it and will start fighting the other enemies around it. Number 54. The recall ability has a lot of cool uses, like getting the wing in a better position to take off, fighting larger enemies with even larger reversing enemy projectiles, creating your own moving platforms, and cancelling said moving platforms whilst holding on to take 0 fall damage. Number 59, by offering an apple to a cherry blossom, it will mark cave entrances with a light. Number 60, Tears of the Kingdom does in fact have Amiibo support, and most of them give items and materials for your glider, including the Isabelle Amiibo, which will give you some raw meat. Ugh. Number 61, in Breath of the Wild, the Wolflink Amiibo would give you a Wolflink as a pet to keep you company on your travels. And in Tears of the Kingdom, it just gives you more raw meat. Stop it, game. Stop. You can now find a group of people to fight with and have all-out skirmishes with a group of enemies. Number 63, remove items you fuse to your weapons in this menu, but note that the fused material will be destroyed. Some bokoblins carry items on their back and drop them all when you fight them. These bokoblins are on their way home after a weekly shop and after using their hard-earned pony points to feed their starving families. But no, if you want some spare apples, go on ahead. I hope you're proud. Number 65, instead of Sheikah Towers in this game, you're shot out of Skyview Towers, and after a messy looking rope and scanny thing, you've unlocked a new part of the map. Number 66, this is also an important part of finding new sky islands, so make sure you take advantage of getting slung into the air. And now a word from our sponsor. All over Hyrule, Korok lives are being tortured. Koroks are being fused to objects and not taken to see their friend. And with your donation of 1 like or subscribe, a Korok's life will be saved. Cool. 0800, this isn't even a real number, to stop the brutality now. And now, back to your regularly scheduled program. Number 68. The Ultrahand ability has a bunch of handy uses, like building a pen to trap horses from a distance, trapping enemies in their own cages, making objects and then using a send to go through them, catching some fish, and holding on to flamethrowers and other emitters. Number 73. There's a nod to the Champion's Ballad in Hateno Village if you've got the DLC and played it on the same account on your Switch. 74. Final Fantasy XIV's producer Naoki Yoshipi Yoshida was seen playing Tears of the Kingdom during a livestream for his own game. If you remembered Pura from the first game, she was dabbling in some anti-aging technology and got turned into a child. And in Tears of the Kingdom, she's managed to fix herself and is almost unrecognizable. Number 76. This is Link's teeth. That's it. That's the fact. Number 77. Believe it or not, people are already starting to speedrun the game, with the quickest time being 1 hour 29 minutes by Gymnast86. Number 78. You can now view recipes to see how you make them. Number 79. For the midnight release of Tears of the Kingdom, the Nintendo Treehouse Live team descended upon the Nintendo New York store with a huge life-size statue of Link, as well as a live stream demonstrating the game, as well as merch supplied. Number 80, merch available at the store and on the online store, if it's not sold out already, includes this pin, a notebook set, t-shirts, this cool mug, and much more. Number 81, the Tears of the Kingdom Collector's Edition includes the art book, steelbook case, iron art poster, and a pin set featuring 4 badges. Number 82, I pre-ordered it and got some stickers. Number 83, the Tears of the Kingdom OLED Switch was actually leaked months before its release. Number 84, now it's time for some more cool fused items. Fusing a shield to a 2-handed weapon now gives you some defensive capabilities. Mushrooms when fused to stuff has a bouncy effect. Fusing anything with ice properties to a weapon including ice slabs, then hitting the ice will make more ice. You can now surf on pipes using your shield, which saves you having to use a cart. But you can also go one step further and fuse your cart to a shield. Even more, you can fuse a slab of ice to it to ride on too. You can also fuse a bomb to your shield to get some height for bullet time. Fusing a bird to a shield and jumping on it gives you a few seconds of bullet time. And fusing a spring to a shield, well, you can get the point. Number 93. Just before you pop out using Ascend, you can choose to go back into the ground and where you just were. Number 94. Link sings a familiar song when cooking now. 95. Here are some other games that roughly came out during the same time as Tears of the Kingdom. I'm so sorry. Number 96. Now let's talk voice actors. Zelda is being voiced by Patricia Somerset, who has also voiced Ash in Rainbow Six Siege, Paula Madeira in Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and Galina Voronina in Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Number 97, Link's being voiced by Kengo Takanashi. And for a silent protagonist, Kengo has still done a lot, like being Rotaru Fraser in Scarlet Nexus, Hancock in Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker, and the main character in Monster Hunter Rise. Number 98. And finally, we got the big man Ganon himself. His voice actor, Matthew Mercer, is known for being in Critical Role, Falco in Cyberpunk Edgerunners, as well as the main character in Marvel's Midnight Sun. Number 99. These ranger constructs were first shown in a trailer that led people to believe it was a large-scale enemy, but in fact is the most pacifying, lovely creature in the game. You thought this was going to be some big, scary enemy? Well, I definitely didn't make a whole entire video about how it was going to be some kind of end of the dungeon boss. I definitely didn't do that. No, not me. Number 100. During a recent interview, producer Eiji Aonuma and director Hidemaru Fujibayashi did with Polygon, they were asked about a possible Zelda movie in the same vein as the Super Mario movie. And Mr. Aonuma said, "I am interested for sure, but it's not just me being interested in something that makes things happen, unfortunately." Number 101, some more Amiibos I used were this pixelated Link Amiibo, which gave me this pattern, and the Guardian Amiibo gave me this material that has huge fuse power, but can only go on arrows. Number 102, if you want to turn the HUD off, go to the settings here, and you can play this picturesque version of the game. And finally, number 103, Skeleton Horse. Not only that, but it can ride over gloom. And that's 103 facts about The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Now, let me end my day at work after looking at hours and hours of Tears of the Kingdom footage so I can go home and play hours and hours of Tears of the Kingdom. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to FGS's YouTube channel. Until next time, see ya!